Zach McMillian was one of 6 people killed in a tragic car crash in downtown Houston last week. Investigators say the driver of another vehicle ran a red light, causing the deadly collision. Zach, a former U of H football player, spent 9 years coaching at St. Cecilia's Catholic School, shepherding a group of boys and refining them into respectable young men. For the first time, some of his former players are honoring him by speaking about his life and legacy. How could you possibly?
I was in the car with my dad. He got the call.
Tell the story of a man.
I knew right away something had happened.
Who changed the lives of so many.
Vernon looked at me and said, "What?" I said, "You gotta pull over." And we sat there and wept for a bit.
In just one story.
He always brought the best out of people he's with.
You can't.
He wasn't just like a middle school football coach for us. Like other than like our parents, for a lot of us, he was probably like one of our biggest role models.
So he wasn't just the coach, he was like the family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But with the help of these brave young men,
it's kind of harder on you because it just came out of nowhere. Like no one saw it coming.
You'll get a glimpse into who Zach McMillian was and forever will be to the people who loved him.
What was his personality like?
Very outgoing. He always had a smile.
Yeah.
Loud smile, you know.
Contagious.
As soon as,
He was a caring, passionate, tough, but loving football coach who made it his business to mentally and physically prepare his athletes for the real world.
The outcome of the game, not really, it doesn't matter, but how we played matters.
A life lesson in discipline and consistency.
I think another thing he taught us was to be grateful. Like it's a gift that we're able to go out there and like play football. It's a gift like that we're at this school with him, and like he's constantly reminded us to be grateful of what we had.
Part of that lesson took place on the field, looking at Memorial Hermann Hospital.
Some kids would be like tired, they wouldn't want to play, like they'd be basically giving up on the sprints, like walking. He's like, those kids up there would like give anything to be in your shoes.
Despite his unfortunate passing, the story of Zach McMillian is still being written through his players. One of them even wrote about Coach Zach in his college admissions essay just a few weeks ago.
Is tell us about the person who has most impacted your life and why.
Remembering his words of wisdom on the field where they practiced, played games, and won a championship, and which now bears his name.
Like us coming out here is like one of the best things we can do. It's just like express our feelings
And you know, some of those boys attend Straight Jesuit and St. Thomas, and St. Thomas has a playoff game today, so you know, a lot of those kids are playing with a heavy heart, and there were so many eager parents and students that really wanted to share the story. But I think what we really wanted to communicate to everyone was Zach was such a huge personality that it's not possible for us to really capture all of that in one story. But because we have so much really good responses and passionate voices from so many of those kids we have on our website, fox26houston.com. We're going to put so much of these interviews in its entirety on the website. So if you want to spend some time and get to know Zach on a more personal level, that's going to be there as well. But certainly thinking about all of those at St. Cecilia and just all impacted. It's very, very sad story.
And I'm sure talking to you and sharing their story was therapeutic for them too. And I do encourage you to go to the website to check out what they have to say. Thank you, Anthony.
Good kids.